Hello, my name is Paul Murphy, and I am the internship manager in the UCD College of Science. I'm here to give a quick overview today of the internships that are built into our undergraduate courses here in UCD Science. I'm going to run through the four different courses, and I will give an overview of the different opportunities that are built into them in terms of internships. As you'll see down at the bottom there, internships are available on all of our undergraduate courses, and they are generally linked to an academic module, so they actually count towards your degree. The internships begin between January and the summer of the third year of your four-year degree program. These vary depending on each course, and I'll go through those in a second. It is worth stressing, and we always say to students, that internships are competitive and are not guaranteed. So that's why it's really important to be strong in your applications, and we will run through a few different areas that we will look to support you in to make sure that you're really strong when it comes to your applications. To begin with, here are some of the different streams on our science course. So for all of the programs, you will see there are 6 to 12 week summer internships available for many of the different degree pathways. And then for some of the programs, we see a 6-month internship from June to December. Okay, so these are to do with how the courses are structured in terms of the requirements of each program and how the programs have been set up to assess each student. But as you'll see, there are a breadth of different opportunities, and each separate degree pathway there has an internship component built into it. One exception on the DN 200 science degree is the Science, Mathematics and Education stream, which hopefully for obvious reasons does not include an academic internship. This is purely because students on this pathway will be undertaking school placements instead as part of their program. Moving on to the other courses within the UCD College of Science here. So for our computer science course, we have two different options for students. So students can undertake that same 6 to 12 week summer internship or a longer 68-month internship that begins in the January of the third year. This is similar to the actuarial and financial studies students who all take that 6 to 8-month January to summer internship option. And then finally, on the sustainability course, we go back to that 6 to 12 week summer internship opportunity across each of the different streams. Just to give you a flavor of some of the different host organizations that we work with, this is a selection of companies that we worked with last year. These companies do change on a year-to-year basis, so we would never guarantee that each provider there would host students on any given year. But we have really, really strong relationships with an awful lot of these companies, and they are regulars in many cases. You'll see a real range, I suppose, of host opportunities, particularly in the science course box there. This obviously reflects the really broad opportunities that are there for students, whether they are undertaking, whether they choose to do chemistry, I suppose, or pharmacology, or mathematics, or physics. There's a real range, I suppose, of hosts to meet the different needs for students there. The actuarial and financial studies are obviously a bit more streamlined in terms of the different areas they go into internships with, which reflects the nature of the course and the nature of the subject being studied. And then again, in computer science and sustainability, you'll see a little bit of variety in terms of the different hosts. That just reflects, I suppose, the broad opportunities that are available here in Ireland for students and that our students take up each year. As noted at the top, these are only examples, so we would just point that out. In terms of sort of other opportunities that aren't necessarily academic internships and aren't thought of as such with us, there are also research opportunities and internships that we do share with students. So we have a variety of these that go out each year at different times that our students are always really keen to engage with and are often successful in attaining. So we have the likes of Max Planck, the Amgen Scholars, the Naughton Scholarship with Notre Dame, and the DAAD RISE program as well. On the right-hand side, you will see hospital placements mentioned. So we do sometimes have students who go and undertake research placements in the likes of St. Vincent's University Hospital or the Beacon. I would just stress that these are not clinical placements and they're not lab placements. So these are research placements. So these are slightly different, and I would make sure that you're aware of the differences there. Finally, just in the center there, you'll see Erasmus traineeships mentioned. This is just another opportunity that is open to students. So, students who are interested in taking an internship that is within the European Union can undertake that and can receive funding as part of the process. So, UCD Global here we work closely with, and they support those applications. Just to give you a little bit of a sense then as to what supports are on offer and the timelines, we have a dedicated careers portal here at UCD called My Career. It's a really, really great way, I suppose, to develop your CV, your cover letter, your interview skills, whilst also being our hub for sharing internship opportunities with students. So when we engage with a particular company and they say, yes, we'd like to advertise this to a particular cohort or particular courses at UCD, we're able to just put it onto the portal and it's only available to our students. You'll see a broad range of different advisors there and different supports across the university that complement, I suppose, my career and complement the service provided by us as internship managers. Just to sort of wrap up, I'm going to just give a quick overview of the timelines just so you have a sense as to how we look to support our students in the internship journey. So as I mentioned, all of the internships take place during or at the end of the third year of the four-year degrees. So we begin engaging with students really on a or sort of program by program basis at the springtime of year two. We start to talk about how students can prepare for applications that will be coming up in the autumn time. We give a real firm outline as to what the deadlines will be, what will be the expectations of employers, and how to make sure they're ready to make a really strong start with their applications. As you'll see there in year three, September, internship applications begin almost immediately. Some of our companies will reach out to us in August and they'll say, we want this to go out the first week of the term. So it's really important that students are prepared. Throughout year three, we have applications, we have different employability fairs on campus, interviews take place, and opportunities get shared with students. Hopefully, you'll be successful in attaining an internship, and then that leads you on to the pre-internship sessions that we run before students go out on internship. In these sessions, we're clear on expectations, responsibilities, and we help support students in understanding the professional environment. And then, as you'll see, and as mentioned, in year three, so from January, the BAFs, that's the actuarial and financial studies students, along with computer science students, might start in January, whilst all other students would start their internships in May or June at the end of year three. That's just a quick overview of the different supports that myself and my colleague Rachel here provide to students in the College of Science who are undertaking academic internships or searching for them. And I hope you enjoyed the presentation and hopefully we will see you soon on campus. Thank you.